We have been having an amazing time in studio all morning with Bryan Miles. He's actually on our show today to talk about his brand new show starring himself, One Day with Bryan Miles. So good to have him here.
Exactly. Just back from Hollywood as well, eh?
That's great.
What a journey that must have been as well.
Yeah, I'm kind of a big deal. You know, so.
I don't know if you know this, but kind of a big deal.
Well, congratulations on your new show, One Day with Bryan Miles. What exactly, because you've been doing it all morning, what exactly is mind manipulation all about?
Yeah, well, that's a very good question. Probably the question everyone is asking. Essentially, like I said, you know, I believe that any piece of information that is in our mind has the ability to leak, either through what we say or through what we do, and we can also be influenced as well. So what I do essentially is I dramatize the possibilities and the power of the human mind. And not in an evil way, I suppose manipulation might sound a bit evil, but it's not evil. I use it for entertainment purposes, you know. So yeah, hopefully that's kind of will make sure that people aren't so scared about what I do. Yeah.
Exactly. Well, we're going to stop talking and actually give you a taste of what you can expect in One Day with Bryan Miles.
It's impossible.
White wine and some meat, some stock.
I don't know how he does it.
I didn't do that.
That was weird.
I believe you guys have a challenge for me today. One Day with Bryan Miles, this Sunday at 5:30, only on SABC3.
Here we go. One Day with Bryan Miles. Sunday is 5:30. Don't want to miss it, dude. This is very, very interesting.
Dramatic.
We've seen you blowing our minds here on the show this morning. Zoe is completely, I don't know what she is. She's completely, I don't know what the word is. Do you want to give me a word?
She's lying down. She's lying down.
She's lying down. Listen, I want to know how this works. I mean, how did you get into this? How did you figure out that you were good at mind manipulation? I want to say firsthand, you know, I feel sorry for your parents. I really do.
Yeah, me too, actually. Me too. But no, it's kind of a long story, but essentially I was always that child who was obsessed with taking things apart, pulling them apart, wanting to know how they worked and why they worked. And then I very quickly realized that the human mind can be deceived, it can be tricked, and that everything we experience in life takes place in our brains. And then I became interested in things like sleight of hand, hypnosis, magic, illusion, all of those things. And I just kind of started doing it for my family and friends and eventually putting on shows. And then I'd always been a huge fan of a Canadian performer by the name of Andrew Gerard, and I sent him an email and never expected a reply. He replied and he said, hey, do you want to put this on television? You want to, you know, really elevate this? And we got talking and we put together the show, and it took about over a year to write. And the SABC picked up the show and One Day was born, yeah.
That's amazing.
So cool.
That's crazy.
Absolutely love it. Now, you had myself and Katlego on the show.
Yes, absolutely.
We were very, very, very nervous.
Yes.
How do you think that we performed or we fared with the whole mind manipulation
Right,
thing?
well, I think first of all, you guys were very lucky to meet me.
Of course, incredibly.
You count yourselves lucky. No, I think it was great, and without giving too much away to everyone, obviously, I did demonstrations with you that are relevant to what you do. Would you say it was relevant to your work and what you did, and with Katlego as well? Everything that I did with him was relevant to him. So there's a strong premise and a reason for everything. Because I think where there's mystery, there's intrigue. And I want people to go away from the show, you know, being curious, you know, and saying, you know, what was that about? Maybe jumping on Google, going on Wikipedia, and kind of taking it further.
Yeah, dude, this is great to have you in studio. Make sure you don't miss his show, One Day with Bryan Miles, this Sunday, 5:30. You can also catch the repeats of the show, 8:30 p.m. on SABC3.
But Bryan, I want to know from you, what is on my mind right now?
Sure. I believe it's going to be the news with Graham.
Come on.